Hello children, myself Padmini Naik. Today I am going to teach Social Studies of Class 5. The first lesson that we have, the early humans. Story of human evolution on earth. Human beings have passed through several stages of evolution before attaining the present civilized form and size. This process of evolution was very slow. There are several stages of evolution. At first, let us see the three stages of evolution of the early humans. They are hominids, Homo habilis, and Homo erectus. Let us see them one by one. First, hominids. The earliest human beings were known as hominids. They belong to the family of primates, the ape-like animals. They appeared on the earth about 4.5 million years ago. The second one, Homo habilis. Homo habilis were the first humans who lived in Africa. They walked like animals using their limbs. They had small forehead. It sloped in the backward direction while the body was bent in the forward direction. Their limbs resembled that of the gorillas. They made growling sounds in the name of speech. They lived in the open or in caves. They ate wild fruits and raw flesh of wild animals. The third, Homo erectus. Nearly 3 million years ago, the humans learned to walk erect. These humans were called Homo erectus. The erect posture of these humans enabled them to see farther and make better use of their hands, and also they had a good brain. Homo erectus men learned to protect themselves and use their mind and physical abilities for securing their livelihood. They were hunter-gatherers, could make stone implements, knew the use of fire, and traveled across lands and continents. Although the early humans resembled wild animals, they were afraid of the wild animals. However, with the passage of time, they learned to make stone tools and started making more use of their larger brains. These things made them superior to wild animals. The Homo erectus men traveled from Africa to different continents around 6 lakhs years ago. Of all the Homo erectus men of this period, the Java men, the Peking men, and the Heidelberg men were the most notable. The Java men. The Java men belonged to Indonesia. They were 165 centimeters tall with a small brain. They could bend in forward direction and looked like apes. The Peking men lived in the caves of China and could stand more upright than Java men. They knew the use of fire and the art of making stone implements. The next, the Heidelberg men. The Heidelberg men lived in Germany. They had the average height around 165 centimeters. They were probably the first to develop a power of speech in the world. The Homo erectus humans developed into modern humans around 40,000 years ago. These modern humans were called Homo sapiens, which means wise men. Homo sapiens were more refined in all aspects of life. The Neanderthals found over 50,000 years ago in Germany. They were also Homo sapiens. They were physically strong, had large brain and a developed power of speech. They were quite civilized in their lives, and these people used animal skin to cover their bodies. They lived in a well-constructed huts and used weapons for hunting and fishing. The next we have the Cro-Magnon men. The Cro-Magnon men lived in France and Spain some 20,000 years ago. They were 6 feet tall with prominent features. They sewed clothes from animal skin using bone needles. They made paintings on the wall of the caves. From the Neanderthal men, 3 different races of human beings evolved in different parts of the world. They were the Negroes, the Mongolians, and the Aryans. The Negroes were the black race people found in Africa. Later, they moved to the other parts of the world. The Mongolians were the yellow race people who first appeared in Central Asia. Later, they spread to Siberia, China, Japan, and Southeast Asia. The Aryans were the white race people who were first found in Southeast Europe. Later, they moved to the other parts of Europe, Iran, Iraq, Northern Africa, and India. The Aryans who migrated to India were called Indo-Aryans. So these are the several stages of evolution of the early humans. Now let us see the sources and evidence that tell about the early humans. The first, human fossils. The human fossils refer to the remains of the early humans. They include human skeleton, human teeth, skull, etc. The second one is human bones. Besides fossils, the bones of the early humans also tell a lot about them. It is believed that some human skeletons were broken over a period of time which made the bones of limbs, etc. The next, utensils and tools. Most of the utensils and tools of the early humans were made of stone. The early tools were hand axes. Tools like needles and harpoons were made from bones or the antlers of deer. Early humans used tools for hunting, fishing, cutting meat, digging, sewing, cleaning animals' skin, etc. The next we have cave paintings. The cave paintings of the early humans show the use of highly sophisticated colors. Their paintings generally depicted the sense of hunting wild animals. They used artificial light to make the paintings. The next we have shelter. Caves were used as shelter by the early humans, especially when it became very cold. So students, this is about the evolution of early humans and the sources and evidence that tell about the early humans. Now let us recap the importance point. human beings have passed through several stages of evolution. The process of evolution was very slow. The earliest human beings looked like apes. The humans learned to walk erect some 3 million years ago. The Negroes, the Mongolians, and the Aryans evolved from the Neanderthal men. Human fossils, bones, utensils, tools, paintings, etc. tell a lot about the early humans. So children, go through again the lessons and we will see you in the next class. Thank you.